Welcome back to another DCS statistics dashboard tutorial. This time we are installing with Docker. So first of all we need to grab Git. So we'll download the latest build of Git. We also need Docker Desktop. So we'll download Docker Desktop. And we also, at this point, we need the wiki, as I'm not too familiar with Docker, so I still need to follow the guide. Okay, so once Docker is downloaded, we'll go and do downloads. We'll install Git to start with, because we need Git to be able to run the Git command. Literally, just all the defaults are fine. So let that download and install. Okay, that's just about to finish its installation. No, we don't need to see release notes and finish. Okay, now we need to do the Docker install. At some point your install may say that the WSL Linux kernel is out of date and requires to be updated or needs installing. Just say yes and it will do it for you. So we're going to go, yep, we give it permissions. Installing Docker. The only reason it's not going to ask me is because Docker's been installed on this device before. So we'll let it unpack the files. Okay, and the installation has succeeded. So we'll close it. Close. It may also ask for a restart on your first install of it as well. It may also still do for me. Let's find out. So we need to do our first run on Docker. May take a minute or two on its first run. There we are. We need to accept the license agreement. Then it's going to ask us to log in. So we want a personal account. And then I'm just going to log in. So give me 1 second while I put my details in for you. Okay, I've logged in and it's brought us straight to the Docker container. So you can just leave that open and leave it minimized at the moment. What we do need to do next is create a folder. So I'm going to call mine Docker. And grab its directory. And then we need to open a PowerShell window. Getting ahead of ourselves. CD, so change directory to the Docker folder. And now we need to go to the wiki for our first command, which is this. You can copy the whole lot in one go, it will work. If you paste it, just say anyway. There we go, it's now gone and fetched the latest copy. It's now asking me to confirm to build, so press enter. and the build is now taking place. Okay, as you can see, it's completed. It has downloaded the latest, it's built it, it's created the network Docker DCS network, and the container now has been started. Okay, so from there, it's telling us we should just be able to load the web page, which we've got. So we go paste. Default port for this instance is 8080. And there we go, the installer is running. It is as simple as that. So what we need to do is create our test account. So we'll do admin at admin.com with a generic password. So again, the API is required, so I'm going to put my local API in. 0.5. And if you have an API key enabled, you need to put it in there, otherwise it will fail. So we're going to put DCS stats Docker demo. And install. No, we don't need to remember its details. It's deleted the installer, which is what we like to see, and it set up the basic site. So we'll go to the admin, we'll log in. No, we don't want to save the password, so we'll put never. There's currently no update. We've got the latest commit. If there was an update, it would say update now or something there. Yep, there we go. System is running the latest version. So this is the admin panel, and if we go to the website, we'll confirm we've got data coming through, which we have. So if to add extra admins, always add them as a LSO unless you want them to have full access like we've got here. You can change what an LSO can do in the LSO permissions. Change the IP address of the API and the refresh intervals. Clear the API cache if required. Site features, we can enable and disable site features here. I will show you some of the features on the front end momentarily. And also the servers that are available automatically appear here. If you don't want that server to be visible, you just don't tick the box. You create custom links. My custom link to test world, and then https://test.com. Save custom link. I'll show you where that appears in a minute. If you don't want your site searchable by the Google, just tick the block search engine, and obviously the privacy information if it's required. In language, which is where we spent most of our time on this development, we now have English, German, and Italian as standard. The option to create your own, so you can choose the entire site language and change the date format to suit your requirements. Back up your data. Enable maintenance mode with obviously the option of making your IP so it still comes through. Update, which we've just gone over. Basically, there'll be a pop-up here if an update is available. Just click it and it will put the latest update up. The only caveat to that is you will have to delete the admin page at the moment, the installer page, which will appear here, and there's a little button that just says delete installer. It is harmless. If the install is created, it does roll back, but it's good practice to do it. Your Discord link, make sure it's a permanent one. Squadron pages, you can add your own squadron page. My squad home. Oops, that should be a URL. And that is that. So you obviously got your custom links, your squadron homepage that we've just added. All your custom links appear here. Obviously, all the data relating, including your latest refresh time. That's when its last data pull was. And the big one is you can customize every aspect of your site using Make Your Own here. You can use presets. My favorite being Blue Angels. Everything updates live, so I can show you there and then. So that's the live preview. And then we have header images. So we can change the header, which is this bit. We can add a background image which replaces this section for an image. And we can also add a logo. With the logo, we can have it so it's text only, which is like it is now. Logo and text, so the logo appears at the side of the text, or logo only. Again, you can remove every aspect, change every aspect. Just when you've done it, you hit save, and those changes will reflect. You can change the menu configuration and also the colors of the charts individually. And that, in a nutshell, is how you install on Docker.